Recently, I've been asking myself a question in regards to the upcoming Deathloop from Arcane Studios. Where the hell is the hype for this game? You would think that based on the sheer quality of Arcane's previous games, that this one would have much more excitement behind it, right? Apparently, not as much as I'd hoped for, and I think I can speak for Arcane Studios as well when I share this sentiment. Regardless, I hope to be able to ascertain why there is so little excitement or discussion surrounding Deathloop, along with some potential solutions for Arcane Studios to use that might boost interest in the game. So let's get started. The first thing that I think is maybe preventing people from being as excited about Deathloop as they should be is the fact that Bethesda have done very little to help market the game to as wide an audience as possible. Sure, the game got pushed back to 2021, but I don't feel as though that's a valid excuse at this point. Dinga Bakaba actually recently said in an interview that the game was very close to completion, meaning there must be a sizable chunk of the game that is ready to display to the wider gaming audience. So why not throw out a 20 to 30 minute gameplay demo into the wild to properly show off the game and player choice, as well as provide an opportunity to explain what exactly the game is. Arcane Studios games are not for everyone's particular tastes, and as a result, their games are considered to be very niche by most, and so they don't reach a wider audience because of their specific demographic. Bethesda has marketed the Dishonored games as well as Prey as straightforward action games when they couldn't be any further from that. Arcane specializes in providing an almost endless amount of player choice and variety in how they want to play the game. Dishonored is a prime example of this. Sure, you can hack and slash your way through it in maybe 5 to 6 hours, but you'd be doing yourself a disservice by playing through the game only once in this manner. This particular kind of player-driven, open-ended, and explorative design is part of what is called the immersive sim design philosophy, which has traditionally not translated to smash hit sellers on the NPD's top 10 for any given year. However, the followers that these games gain after so many years is what is particularly noteworthy. I've seen many people on comment threads and forums discussing Deathloop, calling it uninspired, a Dishonored knockoff or rehash. Arcane makes the same game over and over again, blah blah blah. Well, I am of a few minds on these particular comments. Uninspired? Come on, how many games do you see nowadays with a graphical style that is this distinctive? As far as I'm aware, no one has really explored a 70s and 60s art style in a game within recent memory, with the one exception being We Happy Few from Compulsion Games. They're just rehashing Dishonored again? Well, wouldn't you want to take the best parts of your prior games that worked and translate them over to a new franchise with a new setting? Or would you rather that they completely ignore what worked and start from scratch and not carry over the lessons they learned from Dishonored and Prey? Arcane makes the same game over and over and over again. Well, yeah, and they don't hide that fact. Actually, they embrace that. Just because they carry the same design philosophy into each project they work on doesn't mean it's a carbon copy of what came before. Ultimately, I don't have one definitive answer as to why Deathloop isn't garnering a large amount of excitement and hype from gamers, but it makes me sad that games like this are routinely ignored while annualized releases that do little, sometimes almost nothing to innovate, continue to top the sales charts year after year. These are just a few of my thoughts on the hype and discussion surrounding Deathloop, but now I want to know what you think in the comments down below. Are you actually excited for Deathloop? What makes it interesting or uninteresting to you? What can be done to bring this game to more people's attention, in your opinion? Consider subscribing for more content like this, and be sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And remember that the outsider walks among us. Thanks for watching.